writing on the wall says, I'm fired?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't enjoy your song.
He doesn't enjoy your songs.
You should.
We could survive that.
Cue theme music.
We could survive that. We could survive that. We could survive it.
Hello and welcome to Survive That. We could survive that. Your survival guide to the movies. My name is Jack and today I'm joined by a member of Spectre. It's Chris. Did you like the 007 entrance?
Hello, everybody. My first job as a newly appointed Spectre agent is to kill Jack for that god-awful intro.
It wasn't that bad.
That was terrible.
It was Bond style.
I don't care. That was so...
I'm going to rename the whole show to Survive That.
Survive
we
that.
could survive that.
No.
Not good.
I wouldn't give it your best opener.
No.
No, you've had better.
Have I? Really?
I'm trying to think if you've had worse. I don't think you have.
No.
But I think you've had better, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Spectre! Yay! The film we've been building up for how many shows? 4 shows now? We finally watched it. Okay, so let's review Spectre. What did you think, Chris? Did you like it? What were your thoughts?
7 out of 10. If you're a fan of Daniel Craig as Bond, go watch it.
7 out of 10. Do we do numbers? We don't normally do numbers.
No, we normally go watch it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Watch it. Yeah.
How dare you interrupt me, sir?
My apologies.
I've made a list of Craig's best Bond films, and I've done the list as his best film. Do you want me to go from best, or should I go from worst?
Worst to best. I know what the worst is.
Worst to best. All right. Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, Skyfall. Nope, sorry. Oh my god, I did it
What
wrong
have
way.
You've done your list wrong.
So, Quantum of Solace, Casino Royale, Spectre, Skyfall. That's worst to best.
Worst to best.
So best being Skyfall, worst Quantum of Solace, second best Spectre, third best Casino Royale.
I would... Well, Quantum obviously goes last, because Quantum's not very good.
Quantum is his worst one, yeah.
Then Casino, Spectre and Skyfall, that's close. I would put Spectre further down. I would put Spectre third, but miles ahead of Quantum, and then I'd put Casino and then Skyfall. I know, and a lot of people out there prefer Casino Royale to Skyfall.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's the first time hearing about it.
You should talk to people. They have interesting things to say. But yeah, I would put it miles ahead of Quantum, but I just don't think it's as good as Casino and Skyfall. It's got really good elements in it, and I enjoyed it. It's a lot more light-hearted than the other Daniel Craig films. So many more jokes. It's fun. Whereas Casino Royale is very grim. It gets very sad very quickly.
Yes, that is true. I'm trying to think if Spectre was really that grim.
There were the action scenes in it were still gritty.
I know, but,
but there were a lot more jokes.
Wasn't
and
very
stuff.
It was more light-hearted.
And it didn't end with Bond's love interest drowning herself, so that's always a lighter way to not end a
I did
film.
think Bond's love interest was going to die. She didn't.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
We should
realise. No, don't give them a spoiler warning. They should know.
No, just if this is the first time you're listening to this, we do try to give a non-spoilery review, but yeah, we're not very good. And definitely don't listen past, if you've not seen it, to where we talk about the people that actually die. Yes.
Otherwise you might hear things like Blofeld in it.
I think everyone guessed. Okay, I've been saying for weeks now that Blofeld's going to be in it.
Yes,
so
but did you guess his cat is back in it?
The cat's back, yes. Did you like the return of the cat?
I did. I wanted to turn around and just, give you a big cheesy grin when I saw the cat after you said all this. The cat won't be back in there because I made too many parodies of it.
There have been loads of parodies.
Yes, but they brought the cat back in.
I know. Only for a little bit, though.
For one scene.
And then
I
think
died.
it dies. We'll get on. We don't know whether the cat dies.
We'll get on.
We'll get on to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Good amount of jokes. Wasn't as dark as I would have liked it to have been. I didn't find.
You wanted grittier Bond.
I prefer grittier Bond. I didn't find the bad guys as sinister.
Who Spectre, Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, I didn't find him sinister. Even when he's trying to be really sinister, like saying he was the author of all of Bond's pain, I didn't find that sinister.
Okay.
I found Dave Bautista's henchman to be mediocre.
Mediocre. Ooh.
He was just a big brute. There's nothing.
But that's generally what the Bond henchmen are. He's not up in with Jaws and Odd Job.
They tried to give him a little trademark thing of making his thumbnails like
razor blades.
Yeah, like
stuff,
little. Yeah, they're like little blades, but he uses them like once.
Yeah.
To kill like a side character.
You didn't like him then?
He has He doesn't even have that many scenes. He's got his entrance scene, chasing Bond on the car,
then the
Bond
ice
chasing him,
scene.
and then fighting the train, and then he dies.
I think that's more scenes than Christoph Waltz has.
Yeah, but Christoph Waltz scenes have a bit more impact, don't they? But he's not as sinister, but they contribute more to the story.
He's not. I don't think Dave Bautista's meant to be sinister. He's just meant to be threatening. He's not meant to be creepy.
He wasn't very threatening, to be honest. I didn't view him as a threatening.
The train
villain.
they were on didn't have doors wide enough for him. That's threatening. When you've got a guy that can't squeeze through train doors. I would definitely swap seats. Just to not look at him. I'm sure Dave Bautista's a nice guy. But he scares me.
He's not a nice guy. Also, I found the opening credits very weird.
With the giant floating octopus.
Yeah, that's like wrapping itself around this naked woman, and like
it's to symbolise Spectre has lots of fingers and lots of parts.
I know, but it specifically shows this naked woman like
You're
on her
obsessed
knees.
with this
And the octopus is wrapping around her, and then it's sort of like the way the camera looks at her really makes her chest stand out, and like the octopus's tentacles slowly just going over her breasts. Like it really makes that bit stand out, and it's like, why? Why was everyone naked in it as well?
Because that's the thing. That's what happens in Bond intros. Women dance around naked.
But Bond was naked in it as well.
Yeah.
It starts off he's standing there topless. Why?
Equality.
No, because they've done that because there was no topless scenes of Bond in the actual film.
Yeah, that's probably why
they've done that.
Yeah.
And then everyone else got topless. And then they remain naked with tentacles going all over them.
That's what happens in Bond things, in Bond entrances. Women dance.
Yeah, but they don't strip down and engage in like low-level bestiality, do they?
Yes, I think this is the first time for that.
Thinking about it, I have got a lot of problems with this film.
Best moments in the film. What did you like?
Q showing Bond
Q's
the car
great,
and then saying, by the way, this has been reassigned to 009.
Mm.
Oh, fantastic.
Bond doesn't care.
Bond takes it
anyway.
I don't know how he gets out of the country, but whatever.
No, yeah, he'd need permits for that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, also, there's only a number plate on the back, there's none on the front. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. He should have been pulled over. Why was he not pulled over?
I don't know.
When Bond was having the chase scene in that car, you know what? I don't get why none of the Bond cars have this built in. They should have lights and a siren built in.
To avoid traffic?
Yeah, because the busy traffic would then move out of your way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they're like meant to be undercover and stuff, inconspicuous. Blaring lights is kind of conspicuous.
Judi Dench's M's car had lights on Skyfall.
Yeah, but she's not tailing people.
I did not like the Aston Martin in this film.
Did you not?
No, the design looked hot. I hope you listen, Aston Martin. The design you did for this car in this film looked horrible. Right. Batista's mediocre henchman's car, that was good. That was a nice car. Well done to, I think it was Lexus Lotus or something it is.
I don't, you're the car expert now.
I'm not a car expert. It's either a Lotus or a Lexus. I'm not sure which one. That was nice. The Aston Martin was horrible.
You didn't like it?
No. It looked good in Casino Royale with the DB10.
Because it was a different one.
Or was it a DB9 in Casino Royale? I can't remember. Whatever. Very nice. This just looked... no. Ugh.
Got Kwan, everybody.
Especially when it done the front shot of it, when I noticed it didn't have a front-facing number plate, I was like the grille on the bonnet, it just looked horrible.
Would it have looked better with a number plate?
Yeah. I can't help but think. What else?
Dearie me.
I was promised more gadgets. I was not happy with the amount of gadgets. They said there's more gadgets in this film. I saw a watch bomb and a flamethrower come out of a car.
Yeah. And an ejector seat.
Yeah, Skyfall had that.
Yeah, but they didn't use it.
Skyfall had and gadgets that actually work, right? What's this about? The car's got guns on it, but there's no ammo loaded.
Yeah, but it was in Q's workplace, wasn't it? He wasn't expecting it to be taken, so he's obviously not loaded it. You're not going to leave a loaded car.
So he doesn't load it with bullets, even though 009's coming to pick it up that morning.
Yeah, well, he'll load the bullets when 009 picks it up.
But he's managed to put a switch in. This is another gadget, by the way, to load 009's playlist.
Yes. Maybe 009 went in specifically to sort that out first. Otherwise, M would tinker with it and turn the MP3 player into a grenade or something.
Why would M tinker with it?
Q.
Yeah, you're damn right. Get your letters right. I was gonna say numbers then. Yeah, that's right. It would be great if Bond, when he hit that, because it's called atmosphere switch as well. I don't know why you can't just have a radio. It's got to be an atmosphere switch.
Because 009 likes the correct atmosphere.
I know. It's
for
an atmosphere
romancing.
switch for your music next to the flamethrower and minigun buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not very conspicuous, those buttons either.
No, they stick right out.
Hide them in the dashboard,
like really
or something.
big.
Yeah.
What if he flicked it and like Sam Smith's song came on, or like a James Bond thing comes on? Bond would be like, "What the hell's this?"
No, it'd go, "That's a good song." I was going to ask you, are there moments that you don't like, but you're listing them off unprompted for some reason.
The opening scene made me want to go to Mexico to experience the Day of the Dead festival. I want to go do that now.
Just minus the exploding buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Why did the building explode? Bond in the trailer, because if you have not seen the film, this part's been shown in pretty much all the trailers, I think.
Yeah.
Bond's there with a gun, he shoots, and then the building explodes. So the trailer makes it look like the gun is like an explosive.
Gun.
It's not.
I thought that he shoots the briefcase and there's like a bomb or something in the briefcase because
They're planning
the
to blow
guy
up a
he's
stadium,
following.
aren't they?
Yeah, the guy he's following is an assassin. So I just imagine there's.
Oh yeah, that makes
somewhere.
sense actually. My theory was it was a fail-safe.
What, in the
Because
briefcase?
Spectre was probably watching that meeting.
Yeah, maybe.
So they realised, oh, we're being shot up, there's loads of evidence in there, blow it.
Panic button, just blow everything up.
Yeah, but yours makes more sense actually, because they had a briefcase.
Because I thought about it.
And they were planning to blow up a stadium that evening, so they probably had the bomb in the briefcase, which Bond hit, and still didn't manage to kill one of the guys, despite them being right next to the briefcase.
He ran away. He was probably in a different room somewhere.
Okay, whatever. Also, Bond was very irresponsible, because after the building collapses and he slides down, he sort of just drops the gun. Pretty sure that gun's probably got a shed ton of bullets left in there, and he's just left it.
Unless he had 3 bullets. This will only take 3 bullets.
Exactly. Now he's got this gun with all these bullets left in there, and bad Bond, no, because somebody else is going to pick that up now, and there's going to be a spate of robbings with this high-tech weaponry.
It's not really high-tech, it's just a gun with a blue laser dot.
I like it had a blue laser dot.
You like the blue thing?
Yeah, and it wasn't red like all the others.
Okay.
It was blue. That's a good thing.
Right, well, I've got you in that good state of mind. Rate it. Watch, don't watch.
Yeah, watch it.
Watch.
Yep.
Watch it.
Watch it. You're especially if you like Craig as Bond anyway, you'll enjoy the film.
Yeah.
It's not a bad Bond film. It's not a great Bond film.
You're just tired, aren't you? That's why you're giving.
I'm tired and
You
I'm
didn't
ratty.
even give Fantastic Four this much hassle.
Yeah, it's because I'm tired.
You're just really grumpy today.
I'm coming up to 22 hours without sleep, so I'm just grumpy at the film, so I'm going to start nitpicking at everything. On the next show, I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, the film's brilliant, I'm sorry.
You caught me at a bad day.
Anything you want to say, or are we going to start diving onto these deaths?
No, yeah, it's shot well, it looks good. It's directed by the same guy that did Skyfall, so they feel about the same, except this is just a bit more light-hearted. Right, deaths now. We're going to talk about deaths. Lovely, lovely deaths. Apart from the lovely bit, because death is horrible.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
And
that's why you make a podcast about how to survive it.
Yes, so you never die? Listen to us and you'll be immortal.
That's a promise we can't keep.
That's a guarantee, my friend.
Oh, God.
A guarantee. Alright, first death, opening fight scene. Bond blows up the building that we mentioned in Mexico City. The guy that he's after, the assassin, manages to get away. Bond follows him through all this celebration. and a helicopter comes down into the square, picks up the assassin, and Bond hitches a ride on it, jumps in, has a fight with the assassin and the helicopter pilot. Bond eventually causes the helicopter pilot to do like a loop-to-loop or a spin or a barrel roll. Barrel roll?
He does 3 barrel rolls and then does a full loop-the-loop.
Okay. Well, in one of the barrel rolls, Bond kicks out at the assassin, who falls out midway through one of the rolls, and then Bond beats up the helicopter pilot and throws him out of the helicopter. So how do you survive this? We'll group these two together, because I feel if they could work as a team, coordinate their attacks, they could.
They could survive it. First off, though, Jack, I have an issue with this. The guy he's chasing is running through the crowd to get to the helicopter.
Yeah.
Bond starts running and then decides to casually walk. They reach the helicopter at the same time.
He starts walking. The guy he's chasing walks at some point. He gets through this crowd and he starts walking. So they're both walking, just so they don't draw too much attention from themselves, because there are police at the celebration.
Yeah, but then, following that, when the guy realises Bond spotted him again, he runs and Bond casually walks, and he runs quite a distance. Like, the camera zooms out and you can see how far he is from the square, or the centre, wherever you want to go, and the guy's running, and Bond reaches the helicopter at the same time while walking.
Bond's been taking lessons from Jason from Friday the 13th. And
Right.
every other horror movie villain.
Okay.
Because they seem to walk and always catch up to their victims. So,
no,
so
that's
Bond
true.
is a horror movie. Bond's the villain! Oh my days!
Yeah, we found it. But anyway,
No.
on to the actual death.
Jason is going to machete them all to death.
Yeah, it'd be difficult for the pilot and the assassin to work together, because if the pilot's like, right, I need to fully concentrate and fight on Bond, that helicopter's going to crash.
Yeah.
Bond's very irresponsible trying to attack the pilot at this point.
Yeah. And the pilot's not done anything to provoke him as well. Bond
No,
just goes,
Bond just,
are
like,
you
gets
looking at me? And just
beating
punches
on him.
him, yeah.
Jesus, Bond.
He's like the guy that's drunk too much at the bar and starts the bar fight.
Yeah.
Are you here? I'll just deck you.
Obviously, the helicopter's open on both sides. Is this one the helicopter that's always open, or did it have sliding doors?
I didn't see any doors.
No,
so
I
I
didn't
can
either.
comment.
Difficult.
Have doors? Have a safety door.
Yes, I have safety
doors.
door. Why didn't this assassin have a gun on him?
Because he probably lost it in the explosion. There is a flare gun in the helicopter which the pilot tries to use and shoot Bond with.
Yeah,
but he misses and he ends up shooting it outside the helicopter.
I got another issue with that. Yeah, it's a flare gun, so he's going to shoot Bond with it in the hope Bond catches fire. But now you've got a flaming person
in the helicopter.
throwing themselves around inside a helicopter.
And flare guns cause a lot of smoke as well, so he wouldn't be able to see. So it's a good thing that he missed, otherwise he would have killed them
there we
all.
go. You know how Bond had the assassin, like, he was, at one point, he was on his back in between the two pilot chairs, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
So his head was like by the pilot's hand. If the assassin could get Bond into that position, and then he's like wailing on Bond from there, and then the pilot can like get Bond, grab that out of anger, get Bond like round the throat and like hold him down. Possibly if gouge his eyes out a bit.
There's normally a pilot and a co-pilot, isn't there? And there's only just the pilot. So he's probably breaching health and safety by just going out alone.
Health and safety at the moment. If I'm going to be,
I'm just saying, if he had a co-pilot, then it's 3-on-1, and the odds are a lot better of taking out Bond 3-on-1 rather than 2-on-1.
The pilot might not have died. The other guy, the assassin that got thrown out, we know definitely died because the next scene's like his funeral. Well, 2 scenes is like his funeral.
But we never see him in the coffin.
Oh no! But the pilot, however. I mean, he's wearing his crash helmet. You don't know how high they were when he fell out, or where he landed.
He was pretty high, and I don't think if he's falling, he goes, "I'm wearing a crash helmet. I'll land on my head and I'll be fine." That's what they're designed for. They're better than parachutes. Yeah, I don't think that would help him.
What I would have done, because at a few points, the assassin was just fighting Bond, and the pilot was like left alone. I would have flown to down near a building, and I just would, as a pilot. Screw the assassin. I would have jumped out and left them, and the plane would have, the helicopter would have gone forward, hit a building, like being a Bond film, would have exploded. So
everything explodes in a Bond film. You'd have to be careful though, because it would probably end up you jump out, and because the helicopter's not being controlled as you're running, it tilts towards you and the chops you up,
slice and dice you.
So you'd have to be wary about that.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, that's probably the best way the pilot to survive this.
Assassin guy. Also, the assassin guy's injured. He's got a bloody shoulder.
Yeah, that's true. The pilot, before he does the loop, does 3 barrel rolls in an attempt to make Bond fall out.
Yeah.
The first one didn't work, so he tries it again. Fair enough. Right, that's 2 does not work now, buddy. Why try a third one?
He might lose his grip
Because it
eventually.
looks cool.
Yeah, and it looks cool.
It looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't think you could fly a helicopter upside down.
Well, this
But
guy did.
apparently this guy can.
I mean, not for a long period, it seems, but it looks like
No.
you can. You can barrel roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy aced
He's
it.
wasted on villain work. He should be a stunt pilot or something.
Pretty sure in real life, he probably is.
What do you mean in real life? You saying this isn't real?
No, I mean no.
Darn it.
Perhaps they should have sent a helicopter with more people to pick up this guy.
Yeah, like a co-pilot.
Yeah, all right. Have a co-pilot in there, and because there's one guard that gets off who Bond knocks out with like a single slap of. I think he's got
It's a
walking
club. It's a
stick
club.
or
He picks up a club or something.
Yeah, send a couple more guys on there who can jump off on the ground and like take Bond on while Matey Boy gets in the helicopter and whizzes off.
Yeah. So more people is what we're saying to survive this one.
Yeah,
think
more
that's
people.
fair
More
enough.
people.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, so Bond goes to this guy's funeral and pays his respects by hitting on his his wife.
Doesn't just hit on her. He gets down and dirty with her.
Yeah.
Like
But
after the funeral at her home, after killing both times he had intercourse, he'd just killed someone.
Yeah,
Like,
that's...
He has sex twice in the film, and literally
Murder
both
makes
times
me
just
so
before.
horny.
The first time he shoots 2 people, has sex, and then the second time he throws somebody out of a moving train and then goes has sex.
Yeah. All right, so he hits on this lady, and then she goes back home after the funeral. She walks through her house in a nice long shot, and as she walks through one doorway, there's one assassin hiding behind, and then she walks through another. There's another. She goes outside with her whiskey, and then we think she's about to be shot, and then Bond shoots both of these bad guys in the back. So, you're a bad guy. What do you do?
Can I just correct you with Bond doesn't hit on her, then they go back to the house. Bond hits on her at the house.
No, he hits on her at the funeral as
He
well.
really doesn't. He offers her life insurance.
Exactly, that's hitting on.
That's not hitting on. But you've been doing it wrong.
No, salesman. It's half persuasion, half seduction. That's how you clinch the sale.
I like that. Once she passes Assassin 1, just shoot then. That's her taken care of. You can now
Run
be
away.
more alert, and you'd probably see Bond.
Run away from
You'd hear Bond sneaking up on you.
Yeah, but she's put on music, so they might not be able to hear Bond's footsteps.
Where does she put on music? She pours a drink, and the music starts.
She puts on some music.
No.
There's some music.
She goes
on.
over. She pours it. She picks
She
up
puts on
this
some
bottle or
classical
whatever it is.
music.
No, she picks up a bottle of whatever the drink is, whiskey if you want to say, and then the music just starts. I mean, so is this music she's put on she can hear, or is this music just for us for the
she's
scene?
put on some music and she's walking and she's having a drink before she's killed. Spectre think that she's a loose end, so I'm going to sort her out, and she's kind of accepted it. And then Bond saves her. So you're the assassins. What were you going to say?
I got another issue. After Bond kills the assassin, she's like, there's hundreds more. You've brought me 5 minutes. Then they go and have sex.
Oh,
Bond, did you do that in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, Bond. And she was dressed in like a corset with like stockings and stuff. That probably took more than like 2 to 3 minutes. So she got dressed in like 3 minutes.
I imagine that's what
Bond
she was
blammed
wearing
into-
underneath her
Why would you
funeral
wear that
dress.
to your husband's funeral?
Because she's cold. She wanted undergarments on that were warm, but she didn't want thermals. I don't know.
Right, so anyway, yeah. Best way I would survive it is Assassin A to kill her as soon as she goes through the first door. Now you've got 2 assassins who don't have to focus on killing her, and they can be more alert, prepare for Bond. Well, maybe not prepare for Bond, but be more alert to his presence when he turns up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe send more than 2 assassins? I mean, why would you send 2 to kill just one person?
She might be kick-ass. Well,
They obviously know
why
she
would you
isn't.
send more than one then?
That's what I'm
You said,
asking.
yeah.
Why do you...
Are you asking why they sent 2, or why
Yeah.
didn't they send 3?
Both. Why send 2? Why not send 1? Or if you're going to send more, send like a group to do it, not like
Maybe
2.
one of them was an intern, and the other one was evaluating.
Oh, he was
their
shadowing,
performance.
was he?
Yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
learning on the job.
Well,
And
you
why didn't
failed
they
your
send
internship.
3? The other intern shot himself in the foot.
The other intern
accidentally.
was the pilot
Yeah.
of the helicopter.
Why would you send an intern on as a pilot on
he's
his
a
own?
pilot
Where was his
intern.
boss shadowing him?
His boss was who Bond knocked out before he got on the helicopter.
The guy that wasn't dressed in helicopter piloting gear.
Correct.
Damn.
I know. Right. How would you survive it?
Not get shot.
Really?
Back to back,
Come on,
one
give
guy
me-
does the shooting, the other guy does the looking
Oh
out.
yeah, I think we've used that method a few times. I know we've used it in
No,
Hitman.
you've used that a few
Well,
times.
it's an effective method.
Yeah. Well, I'm using it this time.
Fair enough. Yeah, I support that.
Good. Support my life choices for back to backing.
I don't support the premises that she thought she had 5 minutes left and you managed to get change and Bond, done that.
Ah.
But whatever. Next death, and let me pick out what's wrong with it.
Bond's lady friend gives him the location of the next Spectre meeting, which Bond goes to. He sneaks in, and during this meeting, they're deciding who should take the assassin's place. One guy at the head of the table says, "I'll do it." And Mr. Hicks takes umbrage with this and walks up and puts himself forward. He puts himself forward by killing the person that volunteered, by smashing his head on the table, using his thumbnail razor blade thingies to jab his eyes out, and then breaks his neck. Do you want to know how I would survive this?
Don't volunteer.
One, don't volunteer, and if you do volunteer, when you see Mr. Hicks step up next to you, when you turn and you see who else has volunteered, go, "Nah, man, you win." I like to think that Mr. Hicks just wanted a seat. His legs were tired because he kills the guy and then he sits down.
Straight away,
That's all he wanted. His legs were just getting a bit tired. He sees an opportunity to dibs one of the seats and then just takes it.
He didn't even realise what he's volunteering for. He just sort of walked
He just
forward.
wanted a chair.
I mean, because
You're in my spot, bitch.
Hinks was meant to be taken over from the assassin that Bond killed, who was meant to be blowing up a stadium in Mexico City. He never does that, so I'm assuming Hinks didn't know what... Or was it Hinks?
No, Hinks is
Hicks.
just there to tie up
Hinks.
loose ends, to kill Mr. White. That's what he's volunteering for.
So anyway, is he actually a member of Spectre at this point?
Yes, I'd imagine he is, because he was in a Spectre meeting. I think Blofeld would go, "Who the fuck are you?" if he didn't recognise him. So he's obviously known to them.
Right, okay. How would I survive this?
Don't fight
don't
him.
volunteer.
Don't volunteer, true.
Be the person who just sits in the corner quietly and just
Yes.
gets on with their work. You don't make any tidal waves. You don't make any
You don't
disturbances.
overachieve. You don't aim to...
Overachieve, but you always make sure that you never underachieve. You just do enough.
You correctly achieve.
Yeah, you do the average. You do enough.
Yeah. But don't slack, because you'll be killed.
Point B. I'm sitting at a chair. Inspector, I volunteer for said mission. Some guy walks up next to me and they're like, "What's your credentials?" Before he replies, I've pulled out my 7-inch samurai sword that I keep under the table at all times in these meetings.
Right, okay, I don't think Blofeld would allow that. Just in case you try to do a coup and take over.
Do you mean a coup?
A coup. Not a coop. A coop is where you keep chickens.
Are you sure? Q?
A coup.
A Q?
A coup. My God, I'm teaching you English.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I swear it's coop.
Chris, I'm right. Don't... I proved you right. You thought Naomi Harris was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. I said the actress that plays the Green Lady and that plays Lieutenant
Ahura.
Ahura in Star Trek is the same actress.
Yeah, but you also said that actress was Naomi Harris.
I may have got that wrong.
You did
but
get
I was
that wrong.
right that the actress that
Yes,
plays
I wasn't
this role is
disputing
the
that. I was
same.
disputing the actress.
Why are we talking? Let's get back to the film, right? My point of survival.
Because you're
anyway.
fucking Coo and Coop.
Let's just say aggressive takeover, right? Fucking coup. Right, so... right, so what... Okay, here's what I would have done. You're sitting on the chair, aren't you? The guy standing next to you. He walks in, he's doing his suit up, and they're like, "What's your credentials?" At which point, I've turned around and punched him in the stomach, so he's doubled over. I slam his head on the table, and then... So I slam his head on the table, and then push him forward on the table so he's on his stomach. I get up onto the table, and to prove my dominance, I place one foot on back, and I stamp down really hard on the neck, severing the head.
I think in the time it takes you to get onto the table, Hicks would have recovered and just pulled you off the table and crushed your head like the mountain
He's
does.
so surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised.
Sever the neck and boot the head at Blofeld.
He can take a beating, can Hicks? You'd try
What
to...
makes you think he
you'd
can
try
take a
to
beating?
Because he can take a beating.
Well, no, he got hit a few times by Bond. Bond's old at this point. This isn't an old Bond.
He takes that beating.
I mean, did
from
you see
old
what
Bond.
happened? Yeah. Also, what transition he made from Skyfall. Skyfall was shaking all over the spots. Couldn't, shoot anything with a pistol. In this, he's doing a very long distance shooting at one point.
Yes, he did training and stuff. No, you get on the table, Hicks recovers, pulls you down, grabs your head, and crushes your head like the mountain does to the Red Viper. Blood everywhere.
Alright, my second plan then. Hinks has got those weird things on his thumbs. I pull my shoe and sock off. I got them on my toenails.
Ooh.
I then reach up and just slit his throat.
Well,
with
you've
them.
not got one of the old style Spectre knife in the shoe tricks, and the knife's got poison on it. You just kick him in the shins and then he dies.
Oh, yeah, that could be good.
What do you mean could be good? That's exactly what you need to counteract Hicks. And then you get the assassin job, and then you get killed by Bond later on in the film.
Yeah.
We've made you live a few extra days.
Yeah, you've given me some extra
volunteer.
scenes. I just wouldn't volunteer for it. Wait, does he volunteer, or does somebody
No,
recommend
yeah, he
him?
volunteers.
I
He
thought
stands
somebody
up. No,
recommended
he stands
him.
up and goes, I will do this job.
I'll do what the German woman does. The one that she's nattering away in German about what's great and everything.
We love Spectre. It's the best thing in the world.
Blofeld comes in. You
Yay!
just be a little bit nervous. Say what you got to say. Don't volunteer for anything. Don't make eye contact. Figure out what we're going to have for dinner that night. I mean, do you think any of them are sitting in that Spectre meeting and like, so bored? What's on TV tonight? It could happen.
No, I think they're all terrified that the person next to them is going to kill them and take over their criminal organisation.
I think they should be after this, yeah.
Yeah, definitely terrifying. After this incident with Mr. Hicks, Blofeld realises Bond is in the room, turns to him and goes, "Oh, we've been waiting for you, Mr. Bond," and something like that. And then one of the guards from the door, the Mickey Mouse guard, as I'm going to call him, turns up. Bond disarms him by throwing him over the balcony and onto the table where all the higher up Spectre agents are meeting. So you're this guy. What do you do?
I don't let Bond in the first place.
Yeah. Don't let him in the first place. Push Bond over the balcony. Don't say something sarky like, "Oh, hello, Mickey Mouse." Just push him over the balcony. He falls and
No, I don't think you could do that.
why not?
Because Blofeld says, "Hello, James." I reckon before the meeting, Blofeld would have said, "By the way, there's a good chance my
Step brother.
my younger adopted brother, who was with us for a short time, might be coming to this meeting. If he does, don't kill him because I want him alive
Yeah, but he might not
to
have
make
died
his life hell."
if you push him off. Yeah, he probably
Are
would
you
have.
sure? That's
Yeah,
a
I
pretty
don't
big
know.
drop
Yeah.
onto what appears to be quite a sturdy, solid table.
Yeah,
It's not
doesn't
gonna,
even
like-
shake when he lands on it.
I know. It's brutal, actually.
But Bond's a bit hardier than this guy, so he might have lived.
Also, the film, it's a James Bond film, so I'm pretty sure he would have lived. But anyway.
That and they couldn't kill him halfway through it.
No,
either.
otherwise it'd be like, what? No.
Half a James Bond film, the rest of the film is, I don't know, Q's adventures?
The Adventures with Q.
The Adventures of Q.
That's probably going to be a spin-off film.
The Adventures of Q. And
Right.
Miss Moneypenny. Yeah.
Right.
What would you do then? I'd just run up and push him.
I don't think I'd
What's
push
your
him.
cunning plan?
Bond would have turned around and I would have just punched him or headbutted straight in the face, dropped him to the floor, and then, because there's loads of people, and then loads of people just jump on him at once, like, and restrain him.
Yeah, but the people around him are like, they're not fighters, they're like businessmen and corrupt people and gangsters.
Well, I would
and
have more
stuff.
people with me, so after Bond's turned around and I've nutted him and he's on the floor, we'd all just literally jump on top of him and pin him down. I'm like, pick him up and be like, hello, Mr. Blofeld. I got Bond here. What would you like me to do with him? That's how I imagine the henchman speaks. Even though we hear him speak, but this is my version of him.
It's a terrible version.
Thank you.
So
So yeah,
more
surprise
guys.
attack. Or even punch Bond before he turns round.
Punch him in the back of the head. That's not very sporting.
They hit him in the back of the head later in the film
Yeah.
with a gun.
Yeah, but
They knock him
that's
out.
that's sporting.
What?
Because he knows you're there.
Yeah, Bond should know his people there. He's surrounded by people.
Yeah, but not burly henchmen.
I'm not going to get into another argument. Well, a new argument about this. Attack from behind, or if he turns around before, hit him, knock him down, and get the other henchman literally 5 of you on him at once. He's not going to throw you all off.
Run and push him off the balcony whilst shouting. Ah!
You'd be a terrible henchman.
Although he'd probably hear the war scream and just step out of the way, and you'd end up catapulting yourself off the balcony. You'd go much further.
So there we go. You've thrown yourself off the balcony, whereas I've successfully restrained Bond and handed him over to Blofeld.
But if it succeeds, I would have pushed him off the balcony and would be awarded special commendations in Spectre. I might be number 1 after this.
Blofeld would probably kill you for messing up his torment plans with Bond, because he wants to gloat to him, doesn't he? And be like, yeah, I've done all this, by the way, ha ha ha.
I'm sure he could get it in the 30 seconds before Bond bled
No,
out
you've just taken that away from him. Alright, he's going to kill you.
I've got his body, so Blofeld can use his body as a marionette and talk to it. He can stuff it and then have it in his office.
I don't see that happening personally, but okay.
He's crazy enough to...
Is he
Blofeld
crazy?
in this is crazy.
Is he? I think
he's crazy.
He's just a little bit wound up.
No, he's crazy.
That his dad favoured Bond over him.
So in order to make himself feel better, he starts a criminal organisation and kills lots of people. Does he start Spectre to get rich, or does he start Spectre just to get at Bond?
Well, he says because of what happened with Bond becoming his dad's favourite, and which made him kill his dad, he says that then set him on the path to creating Spectre. So I think it's more to get at Bond. There's other people that want it, that like C, for example, was like, yeah, I work with Spectre, we can make this big dominance thing.
Yeah.
Blofeld didn't give 2 craps about that. He just wanted to get a Bond.
One thing I don't like about this film is that it ties them in. I don't mind it tying in Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace, but I don't like the way it tied in Skyfall, because I liked Silver being just a mad dog after M on his own, but then they tied it in to Silver working for Spectre and Blofeld. I didn't like that as much.
No, it doesn't have to be working for him. It could be like Silver wanted to do this. He wanted to get back at M and, have his weird suicide thing with her, but he didn't just have the resources. Spectre supplied him the resources, because again, it's somebody else is going to use Spectre to do this, but Blofeld's thinking, this is another way to hurt Bond. I'm going to help him. I'll give you the resources. Run free. I don't think he told him, I want you to go do this. I think it's Silver approached him saying, I want to get M. Can you help me? And Blofeld's like, yeah, this is going to hurt Bond. Here's the resources. Go for it.
But if
But I'm proud of that. That is my idea. That's how it goes.
Blofeld's plan was, through all the Bond films, was to not kill Bond so he could have this final showdown with him and torment him for a little bit. There are several points where Bond could have died. Casino Royale in particular, where Le Chiffre is torturing him. Le Chiffre is going to kill him because he's all panicky and wants that money. And then Mr. White stops him. But if Mr. White hadn't have found him, then Bond is a dead man there. And all of Blofeld's plans have been ruined. Next death. A lot of things happens. Bond tracks down Mr. White. Mr. White tells him how he can get to Spectre. Bond finds Mr. White's daughter, and they decide to hang out and go and chase down Spectre together. So they get on a train, and lo and behold, Mr. Hicks, Dave Bautista's character, has followed them onto the train and starts to beat up Bond. Is that train made out of cardboard? Because it breaks so easily. Or is that just a testament to Mr. Hinks' strength?
No, I don't think it's a testament to Mr. Hinks' strength.
Just poor craftsmanship.
Yeah, well, what country are they going through?
I don't know. It probably says, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it's not like a...
It's not a super rich country.
No, it's not a massively developed country.
No.
So, you could say that their trains aren't as...
hardy.
Yeah,
There
like
are ones.
construction-wise.
Yeah.
Like, it's cheaper just to make everything out of wood rather than putting anything else in it.
Well, Mr. Hicks fights Bond for a little bit. They end up in like this storage cart. Mr. Hicks, he's got Bond dazed and dizzied, so he's about to throw him out of the train when Mr. White's daughter shows up, shoots Mr. Hicks in the shoulder, but she runs out of bullets. Mr. Hicks pushes past her, re-engages with Bond. They have a fight. Bond wraps a rope around Mr. Hicks's neck and then attaches that to a keg, which is then flies off out of the train. Mr. Hicks goes, "Oh shit," before he is pulled out of the train. I imagine that would kill him. Just like the fall, and the train is going quite fast. So, yeah. How do you survive that? Avoid the rope?
Yes, but first off, when he goes in and does his initial attack on Bond, Bond sees him coming.
He kicks the table. He's not aiming for anyone
He
in
walks
particular.
in.
He just kicks the table.
Yeah,
he's
he kicks
really
the
angry
table out.
at the table.
Bond doesn't react while he's kicking the table. He just boots the table out of the way, and then Bond's like, "Okay, fight time. You got your razor sharp nails. I'm assuming they're sharp. You walk over. Don't kick the table. If you just walked over and literally just went like that straight across Bond's neck." I made a swinging motion with my thumb out, by the way. I forgot you can't see. Across Bond's neck. There you go. You've just slit Bond's throat. Now you can kick the table out of the way.
I'm not sure they'd be that long. He wouldn't have the reach. By the time he got close enough, Bond would be in defensive mode and he'd probably have snapped his arm or something. He would see him, because by the time he'd gotten there, the nails aren't that long, so he would do something to stop it. You've kind of lost the element of surprise with...
Approach slowly. Don't storm up, making a big
Because
ruckus.
Bond's vision is based on movement.
No.
When he turns around, don't move a muscle.
No, I was going to say, you approach slowly, reading a newspaper so your face is covered.
And cover your sinister nails of death as well.
Yeah, I know what the hell that's all about. Chop your thumbs off, right? And then hold up a newspaper. Bond will be like, this is a thumbless guy. Let me get back to trying to sext up this woman. Because, he's trying to flirt with her. And then you walk over and you're like, "Oh, surprise, Bond!" Crack, right in the side of the head.
Would having no thumbs hinder your ability to punch Bond?
Might, yeah. Okay, if that doesn't work, you can't sneak up on Bond, and you open that other scenario, I would have taken Bond with me. Like, Bond put the rope around me and attached it to the thing. Because instead of looking at them going, "Oh shit," and then getting pulled out the train, in that time when you're saying that, grab hold of Bond, and I would have just death gripped onto his arm or something. So when I go out, Bond comes with me.
Yeah, but Bond would have used you as a ski or something. That and the rope around Hicks's neck would have tightened and probably choked him out or broken his neck or something. So Hicks is dead, but at least you can separate Bond from his friend.
It's a major inconvenience to Bond.
Yeah, he's got to walk and follow the train tracks.
I mean, they could have landed. They could have been going over a bridge over some water, landed in a river, gone down the river.
Nah, they're just going for a desert, aren't they?
All right, Bond landed and got bit by a rattlesnake. I don't know.
And dies. But Mr. Hicks is still dead, so that's not good for Mr.
Or
Hicks.
you bring some henchmen with you. Why are you on your own?
Mr. Hicks is a one-man army. And he got some of the henchmen killed earlier on in the film. So maybe he's used his allowance of henchmen.
Henchman allowance, yeah. I don't know. He should have gone in either done a one-hit kill on Bond while he's sitting down. When the rope's around his throat, grab Bond and drag him out with you.
But that doesn't save Mr. Hicks.
Yeah, it does, because you use Bond to cushion the blow.
No, but his neck is still broken from the rope.
Well, if he's so big and powerful, his neck muscles will be massive anyway and stop the rope.
That's the problem. He's so hench, but his neck muscles kill him.
His neck muscles crush his own windpipe.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, that's
Mr. Hicks, if you were a skinny guy, you would live.
Well done, sir. Well done.
I know that's not how it works. Don't send me emails. No, do send me emails. WeCouldsUrviveThat@gmail.com. Next death, Blofeld's cat. We hinted at his return, but it's not shown that the cat dies, but there is a huge explosion after Blofeld tortures Bond, and we don't see the cat again. The whole compound goes up, and in this process, Blofeld gets scarred, and he gets the classic "you only live twice" scar. Yeah, that base is built really badly. One shot on this pipe and the whole thing goes up. That's worse than the Quantum of Solace hotel end fight base. Bad safety.
Do you reckon Blofeld got this scar from that explosion where Bond shot the bullet, or do you think that was from the initial watch explosion?
Watch explosion, probably. I think in reality, he probably would have looked more like Two-Face, but probably some shrapnel hit him and cut him, giving him the iconic scar. Okay, you're a cat.
I'm a cat. Oh, yeah, that's difficult, that is.
Well, we don't see the cat die, so we don't have to talk about it. But it's unlikely that the cat
It's
lives.
unlikely the cat survived. I mean, the cat probably wasn't any wiser to the fact the watch was a bomb.
Yeah. Or maybe the cat knew it could smell the C4 in it and thought, I'm just going to leave now. And then just walks out. Steals a car and drives off.
What? No. Don't cats like sunbathing? Shouldn't the cat have just gone outside and laying in the sun?
Maybe.
I reckon after the first explosion, the cat shat itself and got out of there before the second explosion happened.
Well, we don't see the cat on fire.
Yeah, because the cat escapes, runs out into the desert, and then dies of dehydration?
Poor kitty.
Oh no, that's horrible.
That's not good. Oh,
I think the
dear.
cat died.
You think the cat
Yeah,
died?
I think it died.
I don't see Blofeld ordering one of his henchmen to go back and save the cat.
I reckon he would.
Go into the fire and save the cat.
I reckon he would order it, but no.
Whether the henchman will be able to get the cat or not.
What we need is a scene after the explosion of
The
Blofeld
cat
in a
just
car
licking its paw. Oh yeah, Blofeld in the car, horribly injured.
with the cat like
Blood dripping
perfectly
onto the
fine.
cat.
Well, the cat cleaner than what it was before the explosion is what we need. But yeah, I reckon the cat died. I can't think of a way out there. You're screwed.
Yeah. Okay, next death is C, or as probably most people will know him, Moriarty from Sherlock, the TV series. Yeah, he's in it. He's working for Spectre, and his plan is to unify all the intelligence people so he can give that information to Spectre.
From 9 different countries.
Yeah. M and Q are told by Bond that this is going on, so they go and stop him. Moriarty, I'm going to call him Moriarty,
Right.
tries to shoot M, but M has taken out all the bullets in his gun. Once Q stops this thing going online, Skynet going online,
Yeah, Skynet going online.
they have a tussle over M's gun. M shoots out the glass ledge, so there's nothing to stop one of them going over. Which one goes over? Who knows? It's C.
It's Q.
It's Q. Q
Q
wanders
does it.
past and falls
Q tries to
over.
intervene.
No. Voldemort wins this battle
Why?
against Moriarty.
Just say C and M.
Shoots the gun up. Some more glass falls on. This distracts Moriarty, and Moriarty stumbles back over, and Voldemort is left triumphant. Your Moriarty, Chris, survived this.
Just say C and M or M and
Moriarty
C. Like,
versus Voldemort.
why?
Why not? Steal Voldemort's wand and use
No,
the
that's not how it works. Well, he tried to steal his wand, in this case his gun. That didn't go well, did it?
No, it didn't. Yeah, Voldemort's got the height advantage on Moriarty.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Right. I think you mentioned this earlier. Not management, sorry.
Poor building skills. 'Cause
Yeah,
this
poor
building,
building of
the staircase, it's not really a staircase, it's just a long curving slope the whole way around up the layers of the building. And apart from this, it's like waist-high glass. There's nothing stopping you going over the top of it and falling down. So
Pretty
that's
much,
not
yeah.
good. Design the building better, Moriarty, and you wouldn't have this situation in the first place. Is that good enough? Can we move on?
have people with you. Again, this is the thing of bosses going off in their own in their offices because they're like, I'm in my office on my own, I'm going to be safe. No, you're not. Bring some people with you, okay?
But it is late, so maybe all the henchmen are out partying and stuff.
Yeah, where's all the guards in there? How the hell did M,
Asleep.
who's by the way, he's no longer employed, he should not have access to this building.
He's no longer working for the
And
Ministry
Q-
of Magic.
Fuck's sake. And Q walk into what's meant to be this, basically the new MI6.
Well, at the end, M walks through a security police barricade when he's out of the job and without presenting ID.
Hang on,
And the
this is-
security people just let him go
Well, no, this
through.
is just your standard police officer. So when he says it's...
Yeah, but he doesn't check for ID, that's what I'm saying. So
I know.
he's
that's why-
obviously using the Imperius curse to hoodwink people.
Are you kidding me?
Into controlling their
that's
minds.
another thing.
That's
'Cause
the only explanation, Chris. He's a wizard.
'Cause he says Mallory, 00.
Head of the 00
Hello,
section.
00. How does a standard police officer know about a top secret, government?
Exactly, that's what
00
I'm saying. So he uses
assassin
the
program.
Imperious curse. You're Moriarty, how do you survive?
Don't get people with you. Get your own gun, and if you're gonna build a better building, for the love of God, villains always build their buildings wrong.
Style over substance.
Blofeld
That's what they go
Done
for.
his base wrong. Bomb blew it up with a single fucking bullet.
I know, that's poor craftsmanship.
I think all this caffeine's going through me as well. I'm so angry.
You're so angry. Alright, that pretty much brings us to the end of the film. Spectre, have you seen it? Did you like it? Email us. We could survive that at gmail.com or tweet we could survive. Probably best not to tweet because Chris is very sleepy and he'll just bite your head off. So yeah,
I'll get angry if you tweet right now. Nah,
email
tweet
me,
away.
the nice person, not Chris.
Hang on a minute. This is pre-recorded. So when they hear this and they decide to tweet, I'm going to be fine. So please tweet away.
No, he's like this all the time.
I know. I'm only actually in a good mood when I go on the show, but this time I just thought, fuck it.
Fuck it. Right, Chris, end this show with your happiness.
You have listened to We Can Survive That, your weekly survivor guide to the movies. Thank you very much for listening. We hope you've enjoyed this James Bond saga that we've done, this marathon, and we'll see you all next week. Until then, keep on surviving. Goodbye.